Hello everyone! Is anybody there? I am Carol and I'm here today to tell you the story of the empty jar. It is heard that a professor, a university teacher, brought to his classroom an empty jar. He asked his students, "Is this jar full?" And the student said, "Of course not, there's nothing in it." And then he said, "Okay, but what if I put in some rocks?" And then he filled in the empty jar with rocks. Just like this. He asked again, "And now, is the jar full?" And the student said, "Yes, it is full." So the professor put in some pebbles. Oh, and now, is the jar full? And the student said, "Oh yes, it is full now." And then he poured water in the jar. And now, is the jar full? And the student said, "Oh, come on, professor. Now it's full. There is nothing else you can put in it." So he got salt and put salt in the jar and asked one more time. And now, is the jar full? And the student said, "Oh yes, it is full. Now, finally, it is full." Well, some people say this is a real story. And there are lots of metaphors around it. I'd like to mention two. The first one is about knowledge. If you think that you know everything and there is nothing else to put in, there's nothing else to learn, think again. There's always space for something new. The second metaphor is about our lives. Some people say that the professor compared these things to our lives. So this is us and this is our life. And he said, the rocks are the most important thing in our lives. That's why they are first. They're in the first place. They are like our friends, family, relationships. The second thing, the pebbles, are good things to like work and school. That's why they are in the second place. And the third and the fourth things like the sand or the salt or the water, they are material things, possessions, small stuff that may help us in our lives, but they're not so important. Well, if all else was lost and only the rocks remained, your life would still be meaningful. The pebbles and the other things, they don't matter. So think if you have your relationships in the first place in your life, first things in your life. If you were to put the salt or the water first, there would be no room for the most important things in your life. The same can be applied to our lives. So call your mother, call your parents, call your grandma, call your friends, and say, I love you. But first of all, there is a body to do it. So don't let it break. Take care of yourself first, and then take care of the others. That's it. Thank you.